Hey, what's going on guys? It's me, Morvi, and I'm back again with another achievement guide. Today we are doing one of the newest games on the Game Pass, and that is Space Jam: A New Legacy. Now, when I say Space Jam, I bet you think, oh, it's going to be a basketball game. Well, no, it's more like Streets of Rage. Now, it's not the most in-depth beat 'em up, and you'll be pretty much pressing the same button over and over again from start to finish. And some of the more powerful moves don't actually help you as they drain a lot of your health. But you should be able to complete this game in around half hour to 45 minutes. But you're going to have to complete the game between 2 to 3 times depending on how good you are, as well as completing a boss mode, which has you killing all of the bosses across the game, which thankfully is only free. Now, things you need for this game, you will need 2 controllers as 2 of the achievements are linked to multiplayer, and sadly there is no online, so it's only couch co-op. These achievements are simple and only take about 5 minutes, and then you can put that second controller aside and crack on with the other achievements. In total, this game should take you around an hour and a half, 2 hours if you're bad. And although it isn't the most fun, it isn't the worst either. So keep that as a silver lining. Now, before we start, if you like this video, please hit that like button, and if you'd like to see more, please hit that subscribe button. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers, and it would mean the world if you jumped on board. I'm always looking for more achievements to hunt, and if you have a certain game you'd like to see me complete, please let me know down in the comments section. Also, if you check out the description below, I've linked all of my top 10 videos to help you guys find out what's the easiest games out there to complete. They've been taken pretty positively, so I must be doing something right. But anyway guys, enough of me talking. Let's go hunt these achievements and let's play some Space Jam. Okay, the first achievement we're going for is called Teamwork. This one is probably the easiest and you can get it at any point in the game. All you need to do is grab your second controller and hit that A button. Once you have a second character in the game, start it up and the achievement should pop. I was a little bit scared as the achievement does state that you have to play with some friends, so I was expecting I needed 2 controllers, but you only need the 1 extra controller. Thank God for that. Now, let's go get the other co-op achievement in this game and then we can work on the solo ones. The second achievement we're going for is called Passing Game. For this one, all we need to do is pass the ball back and forth between the 2 players 30 times. This is the last achievement where the second controller is needed. So once you pass that ball 30 times, you can get rid of your second controller and we don't need to pick it up again. For this one, I would get past the first stage and For this one, I would get past the first stage and make sure you get into the Egyptian level. This is because at the start of this level, you're not constantly getting attacked, and it gives you time to pass the ball back and forth. For this next set of achievements, we're going to need to play on the normal campaign mode. So go ahead and load that up. You can carry on from where you got the co-op achievements, just remove the second player, and you can carry on where you left off. The next achievement we're going for is probably one of the more trickier ones in this game, and it is Master Juggler. For this, we're going to have to juggle an enemy 5 times in the air. Now, it did take me a while to do this one, but I found out the solution. The first time you can do this is on the Egyptian level. So once you've done the ball passing, you can go straight on and do this one. Get to this part of the area and kill all the robots that spawn. And then a prime robot will spawn at the back of the room. You'll know this guy because he will have 4 arms and he will like to choke you out. This is the guy we're going to juggle. This character does appear throughout the game, so if you don't get it here, you can get it further on. Now, to juggle the prime robot, all we're going to have to do is jump kick him, and as he's in the air, we're going to step forward, punch, step forward, punch, step forward, punch, step forward, punch. And by doing this, we would have juggled him 5 times in the air and our achievement will pop. This may take a couple attempts, but don't worry, it's easy enough once you've got the hang of it. If you kill the prime before you've juggled him, don't worry, just go to the next screen and let the robots kill you there, and you will respawn before the prime robot. And then that 75 gamer score is all yours. The next achievement we're going for is Clipped His Wings, and this is where we're going to fight our first boss. The Brow, or the Bro, or however you say it. He's a pretty easy boss to get. He's got various moves, but we can stop him from doing half of them as long as we stay in the middle of the room. What we're going to do is wait until he flies up, and he'll swoop across the screen. We're going to want to be ready for when he lands on the other side of the screen to throw the ball at him. Then it's just a case of picking up the ball and repeating. You can get a few punches and kicks in the way, but he does do a swipe, so I would recommend not going near him and just throwing the ball at him, as I'm doing on the screen now. A charged ball does quite a bit of damage to him, and I think you only need to hit him 5 times and he'll be dead. He does do a move where he'll push you backwards and sometimes spikes will appear. So as I said, if you're standing in the middle of the room, this usually stops him from doing that move. Now, once you've bounced the ball off his head a few times, he'll be dead and we can move on. And this will pop our achievement, clipped his wings. This next achievement, 3-pointer, can be done at any part of the game. You just need enough mobs on screen to do it. For this achievement, we're going to have to hit 3 mobs with 1 charged ball. Now, it sounds a bit complicated, but as you can see on screen now, a couple levels into the game, you start getting quite a few mobs on screen. All you need to do is round them up, kite them around the screen if you have to, until they're all grouped up, charge up the ball, and let them have it. Then you'll get the achievement, 3-pointer. The next achievement on the list is going to be best of the best. And to get this achievement, we're going to have to beat the boss, White Mamba. Now, I would say this is the most annoying boss in this game, as she does have some really annoying moves. She spins her tail around, which is very hard to dodge. And she also drops a lot of rocks from the ceiling. They come down pretty fast, so it's quite hard to dodge them. There are some easy ways to beat her though, and I'm going to let you know how to do it. Essentially, for the most part, she is going to be walking around the map in a square motion. All we're going to have to do is charge the ball and bounce it off her head. Anytime you see her going into the center of the screen, I would suggest hitting her with either a jump kick or just a punch, as this will cancel her tail spin move and also the rock dropping move. She may rush you, so I would suggest after the hit either going to the top or the bottom of the screen and you'll be able to dodge it. And then she will do a laugh animation where you can get an extra hit in. And then she should go back patrolling the map around the edges. Keep repeating this and you'll get the achievement, best of the best. Okay, so now we're going to get onto the cheesiest achievement of this guide, and that is Point Leader. To get this achievement, we need to get 9999, I think that's enough 9s, points by the end of the game. Now, this is quite a tricky task, as this means picking up a lot of the drops along the way, and some of them are hard to grab, as you've got robots trying to kick your butt the whole time. So what I suggest to do is play the game normally, and then once you get up to the last boss, there's an easy method to collect any points that you're missing. On the first phase of the boss fight, he will summon a few robots to help him out. Beat them, and then this tube will appear in the middle of the screen. The game wants us to do a charged ball and destroy it, and this will knock a lot of the boss's health away. But we're not going to do that. So what we're going to do is go to the edge of the screen and throw the ball without any charge on it whatsoever. This will ricochet and bounce back to us. And now all we need to do is punch the ball back to the tube and rinse and repeat. Every time we hit the ball, we get an extra 100 points, so you can get up a really nice multiplier. Once you've done this enough, you'll get the points needed and you'll get the achievement, Point Leader. Now this one can be a little bit tedious, but please don't worry and hang in there. You're going to get it. Let me know down in the comment section if you got this without doing the cheesy method, as I'll be very impressed. Now for the final achievement on our first campaign run. Poop Star is the achievement we unlock once we complete the game. To complete the game, we've got to beat the last boss, Algorithm. Now to be honest, this boss fight is pretty easy. I will say the last phase is quite tricky as he does spawn a prime, which he can take quite a bit of health off. But the first 2 phases are pretty easy. He summons a couple easy robots to kill, then we just got to beat up his hands and then destroy the tubes. The tubes do the most damage, so really all you need to do is survive the robot fights and you're going to knock a lot of his health off. He does 3 moves which are very easily dodgeable. The worst part about this fight, I would say, is the robots at the end, as you do have to fight a prime as well as 2 ranged flamethrower guys, and it can be a real nuisance. So I would suggest going into this fight with the health upgrade. It may take a couple of attempts, but it is not impossible, and before you know it, you will have the achievement, Poop Star. Now, time for the hard modes and the boss battles. You Aren't the Boss of Me is one of the trickier achievements on this list. It is also one of the most fun. This achievement has us fighting all 3 bosses, the Brow, the White Mamba and Algorithm, all on 1 life. Yes, you heard it correctly. At the end of each fight, you do not regain health. You've just got to go into the next fight with what you had left. Doing this game mode is quite good because you start to master all of the bosses, and before you know it, you'll be able to get to Algorithm with a full health bar. Again, as I said previously, the worst part about this is the last phase of the Algorithm. The first two bosses are quite easy once you've done them a couple of times. And again, I would suggest going in with the health card just as that extra reassurance. You should be able to use the health card on the last phase once you've beaten up enough of the robots and the two previous bosses. So if you're running low, don't worry, you do get another chance, like you're seeing on screen now. I do believe all the bosses are on the hard mode difficulty, as they do some abilities that you don't see in the normal mode, such as the brow when he pushes you into the spikes. This one will take you a few attempts, but don't worry, I believe in you. And before you know it, you'll hear that achievement pop, and you'll have "You Aren't the Boss of Me." We've beaten the game on normal, we've beaten Boss Rush. Now we've got to show our skills in hard mode. Baller has us completing the game on hard mode, but don't worry, we can do it with unlimited retries. Thankfully, I only lost 2 lives because by the time you played it through the third time, you're pretty pro. To be quite honest, I wasn't quite sure what was hard mode about it. I did notice that the brow boss, there was a few additional tweaks, like when he pushed you back, he added spikes. I didn't really notice about the Black Mamba. I did see that the rocks that she drops come down a little bit quicker, but other than that, nothing much had changed. This run seemed a lot quicker as I was just blasting through them. The worst enemies are probably the primes, so I would advise taking them slow, but it's nothing you haven't done before. So get through it, get to the end, and you'll get the achievement, Baller. And if you followed this guide and got all the achievements in the order I've set out, you'll also get the achievement, Play Your Cards Right, which is collect every single card in the game. The hidden cards are as followed. You get 1 for beating each boss on normal, you get 1 for beating hard mode, and you get 1 for beating Boss Rush. But as I said, if you've done it in this order, this will be the last one to get, giving you the freeze card. And now you have 2 more achievements under your belt. Now that we've unlocked all of the cards, we have to use them all. Full card press has us activating every card in the game. So more than likely, when you've been doing the other game modes, you've been popping your favourite ones as it goes. So you will not need to pop them. You just need to pop the last couple that you haven't tried out. The easiest way to do this is to start a new game, get past the tutorial level, and then once you spawn into the Egyptian level, you'll have enough energy to pop a card. Do this in the last few that you need, and before you know it, you'll have the achievement, Full Card Press. Okay, last but not least, Most Valuable Player has us completing the game without any retries. You could get this achievement on your first run, but not knowing what's coming up is quite tricky and you may lose some lives. So that's why I put it at the end. So by now, you know exactly what you're getting into. Thankfully, you can lose lives. You just cannot retry a level. You can also do it on normal mode, so it'll be quite a lot quicker. My suggestion is to take the health card and keep topping it up as you go along. There are also some hidden food items throughout each level to keep you topped up, just like on screen now with the hidden cheese in the cactus. Pretty much your best bet is you want to keep as many lives for the last boss, as that's the trickiest part in all fairness. This only took me 1 attempt once I had all of the achievements under my belt, and to be honest, I felt like a bit of a master. As you can see on screen now, I got through it by the skin of my teeth. 1 more hit and I would have been dead. But thankfully I wasn't, and I got the achievement, Most Valuable Player. And I believe you can get it easily too. And that's the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching. If this guide helped you out in any way, please hit that like button. And if you need help with any other achievements, please hit that subscribe button and let me know which games you want to see me play down in the comment section. If you're looking for more achievements, please check my backlog of videos, as I've done a bunch of guides on single games as well as top 10 easy games to complete. I've linked them down below in the description, so go ahead and check them out. I'm nearly at 1,000 subscribers, so if you're feeling generous, hit that big red button. It will help me out so much. And to everyone who's subscribed already, thank you so much. You mean the world. But until next time, guys, I've been Morvi, and I'll see you later. Peace.